Hello everyone, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm having issues with the stream that I set up previously. So I'm just going to delete my other stream really quick so that people aren't sitting there. And just give me 1 second and I will go on to the card. So let's go ahead and delete that one. I'm so sorry for this. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. So it's very strange, just a little quirk. I had everything set up. And of course, there's always like one thing that always happens. So that was the little glitch today, was doing that. So I'm almost there at the other live. So I'm just going to delete that one really quick. And here we go. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Oh goodness, that was on Facebook too. Wow, what a little event this morning. I don't want people to go to the wrong thing on Facebook either. So, let's see. Let me just delete that too. I just don't want to have people in the wrong spot. So, it won't let me turn this off. Go to trash. Move. Okay, so sorry about that. Like I said, there's always a glitch somewhere, and that was the glitch today. So we're making this card today, but before we get to this card, I just wanted to explain why there wasn't a live last week, and that is because I was in Moncton, New Brunswick on a weekend crop with my friend Christine, and so it started on Friday at like 3, and then it ended, I think, on 3 at Sunday, on Sunday. So it was, 3 good days of crafting. So it was held at the Nick Nook. It was their birthday celebration, and they were having a crop, and I think it was 4 years for them. And let me tell you, I just love that store. The people there are so nice. They have such great product, and they also they have good prices too. And if you can't make it there, like for example, if you live in Atlantic, Canada, if you order $150 worth of stuff, which can be easy sometimes, right? The shipping is free, and with their prices being so good, it's such a good deal. And yeah, and so I like supporting them. I like going there when I can. I think I've been there 4 or 5 times now, and it's just been a great experience every time. So if you have an opportunity to go onto the Nick Nook site, it's NICNOOK, and just look at the stuff that they have. It's just amazing. They have great craft supplies, and it's a good price. So I highly recommend going there. And so one of the things I purchased from there was this beautiful Betterpress plate from PinkFresh. And you know how I love my PinkFresh. So this one's called Blooming Arch. And what I like about the press plates is that you can use them for stamping with ink. And then you can also use them with the hot foil machine. And so I do not have the Betterpress system. I have the Gemini a foil press machine, and I use that with my Gemini Junior. And what I do is I use the foil press, and I foil these images. Using the machine and foil. And you can also do the same thing with ink. You can just ink it up and run it through your Gemini Junior, and the results are stunning. So this is a stamp and it's a foil press. So I really like it. And a better press too. So I really like it. So if you have an opportunity, if you have the foil press machine, if you want to try out the better press plate in it, definitely do it, because the results are stunning and the details are amazing. Oh, and while we're at it, how about I just show you some of the cards that I made when I was there. Let's see if they're handy. Just 1 second. Oh, darn it. Nope, they're not handy. I must have moved it when I was prepping this morning, and I don't see it. But I ended up making like 20 cards. It was so great. and they're all Christmas cards. So maybe then the next live, I'll show you the cards that I made. So let's go ahead and let's start with this card. It's a beautiful card. You can see the shimmer of the foil press on that. So I went with gold, and I really like how this looks in gold. So it's really bright in my craft room, so we're getting a little bit of a glare, so I apologize for that. Let me just move this over a little bit too. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this card. This is a quick card to make, and the results are gorgeous. I love this card. So this is for my bestie, Christine. Her birthday is coming up, and her favorite color is purple. And so for me, I never use purple. And I realized when I started to make this card, I didn't even know if I had purple cardstock. And I did, so I was able to make this card, and I'm very happy about that. So let's go ahead and let's get started with this card. So I already foil pressed the background. I just wanted to save a little bit of time for you guys. Wow, that's really bright. Let me turn off the light. Just 1 second. Or you know what? It might be that I need to take this away. Yeah, there we go. It brightened up outside, and so now my craft room is glowing with light. Yep, yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay, so I'm going to use a new tool that I bought, and I call it a tool. I don't know if it should be called a tool or not, but it is the grip mat from Waffle Flower. Honestly, I was on the fence about getting this. Like, I use tape, and I'm just like, the money I use for the grip mat, I could use it to buy another Betterpress plate or, something else. But now that I have this grip mat, I'm very satisfied that I bought it because it makes stenciling easy. So what you do is you just put your little image down. In this case, it is the Betterpress plate image. I'm going to turn off the overhead light because it's still a little bright. How does that look? Yeah, it's not so bright now. I wonder if I can go like that. Oh, that makes it a little bit better. So I'm just going to take everything that's off my desk. There we go. Yeah, I think now it's just the glare, like the shimmer of the beautiful foil that's doing that. So, but you can see how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? But like I said, you can also stamp this too, which is really nice. Okay, so there are 4 stencils that come with this set. And yeah, I'm just going to do these in order. It's just easier that way. And what I love about this is that I just lay it down on there. Like, you don't have to worry about tape or anything like that. And once you've got it all lined up, you're in. You don't have to worry about moving. And that was an issue that I had, and I never thought it was a big deal. But after using this, I've realized that, yeah, I should have bought this a while ago. Let's see. Just gotta make sure everything is lined up, and it is. So I just kind of push it out a little bit, and then now this is where the grip mat is holding on to that. So I'm going to use 4 colors. They're all from PinkFresh. And like I said, I'm using purple because my friend's favorite color is purple, but you can use any color that you want. I am using wisteria, hydrangea, grassy knoll, and key lime. So with stencil 1, I am going to do wisteria. And just like with other stencil tutorials that we've done, I like to go counterclockwise and clockwise just to make sure that I do not have a buildup of ink in one area of my stencil. And it just makes it look um, uniform and just really, makes it look very nice. Now with this, like this is just the trellis that I'm doing, so I'm not going to do a buildup of any ink anywhere to do gradation. I am just going to try and make it as even as possible. So I made this card this morning, and I know you're probably just like, why did you wait till the last minute? Well, I felt like I had a crafty hangover after last week. Like that was a lot of crafting, and like it was a lot of crafting, and I just felt kind of exhausted afterwards, which is really weird because it's just crafting and you're not supposed to be tired afterwards. But I was. Like we crafted for a very long time, and I just yeah, I just needed a break, and so I wasn't even in my craft room this week until Friday, and that's when I unpacked all my stuff. So my stuff was sitting in their little storage things until Friday, and then yesterday I was actually a little bit under the weather, so I wasn't able to do too much of anything. So yeah, so I felt better this morning, and here I am. And so at like 8:30 or something like that, I'm like, what card am I going to do? Well, I have to make one for my friend Christine for her birthday. So yeah, so I came up with this, and I really like how it turned out. So next, I'm moving on to stencil 2. Let's see. Okay, so now it's dark, and I'm having a hard time seeing. Let's see. I'm going to turn a light on somewhere. It's a little bit better. Okay, so with stencil 2, I am going to go with the lighter of the greens. There we go. I'm going to use the grassy knoll. And I'm just going to use my little brush with this. And again, I'm just doing clockwise and counterclockwise. I'm just doing it all the way down. Yes, that's nice and easy. The grassy knoll I find is very, at least my pad is very juicy. And so I was able to stencil that quickly. Okay, so now we're done with grassy knoll. So our next one, we're doing the leaves. This is stencil 3. And with the leaves, we're going to go with the key lime. So with these stencils, you can probably see that the little cutout areas in the stencils are small. So you're going to be able to use this stencil quickly and create a card quickly, which is kind of cool, like considering like how detailed and beautiful the stamp is, or if you get the Betterpress plate, the plate is. Like there's so much detail, and this set is so lovely that you would think that like the recipient might think that you have spent a lot of time doing this, but really the stenciling is quick. So now we're done with that, and then the last one is we're going to put the flowers on. This one is hydrangea. This is stencil 4. And so we're just going to put that right there. So see, they're just wee flowers. Just a handful of them. And I'm just going to use the same brush I used with the wisteria. And I will clean those later. these brushes later. Yeah, it's very odd for me to use purple, and but I was pleasantly surprised that I had some purple cardstock, and I think I remember a while ago that I purchased the cardstock as a challenge to myself to make a purple card. And yeah, I guess it took a while for me to get there. Okay, so I'm just going to cover this really quick because I don't want lint or anything on this. There we go. And so there we go. Look at that. So pretty. So now we're just going to run this through. So this comes with 2 dies. We've got the die for the trellis, and then also there is a die for the words or the sentiment, which is here for you always. But this is not that type of card. This is going to be a happy card. And yeah, so I'm not using that sentiment. I'm using a sentiment from another set, which I will show you in a second. So I'm just going to lay this out here. Just using tape to hold in my die. You can use, if you have washi tape is good. If you put, like when you put your tape and the washi tape on here, make sure that you don't go into your colored image. You want to go outside your die so that this way the tape doesn't stick to your image and possibly tear it. You don't want that to happen. Let's see. Oh, that didn't cut very well. That's me. My junior is starting to go, so I have to put a shim in it. And I forgot to do the shim this time. Okay, so let's see how that turned out. Yeah, I cut it that time. Looks like I didn't cut it very well in one spot, so I might have to get my X-Acto knife out. This cut perfectly earlier. Let's see. So just gonna pop that out a little bit. And so there are a few little bits in there that need to be popped out. I'm just going to use my little pointer here to pop those. It's just beautiful and delicate. I'm really happy I bought this press plate. Of course, now it's getting quite a bit darker outside. We had rain and snow yesterday. Like, that's nuts. Well, I guess not too nuts. I mean, it is November, but at the same time, I just want to just have, see, that's the spot right there. I just want to wait a little bit longer for the snow, especially since we still have to rake. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, just put that aside. So for my base, I've already got this prepped. And so I have a top fold card. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so this is like a darker purple, and then I matted a lighter purple on top of it. And then I just, instead of putting just white behind there, I wanted to add a little bit of texture or design. And so I used this plate here, also from PinkFresh. This is called Floral Tiles. And so I just ran that through just with white paper. I really think it's pretty. And what I like about it too is that it just kind of makes it a little bit more delicate on the card. And yeah, so I thought that that would look really nice. Now with this, yeah, so that's the way it's going to look. So you can either have it flat mounted like this, but I'm going to elevate this and use some foam tape. Now with this, I'm just going to mount this flat, just the background. Now, if you don't want to do this, like you don't have to. This was just an extra step that I wanted to take. Just make sure that's lined up, which it is. And I'll tell you the size of this. I cut this to just under 4 inches. And this is 5 1/8. And then I'm going to mount this right on top. Now, again, I can go flat, but I just want to elevate it, so I'm going to use some foam tape. And I have this really thin tape. It's from Crafter's Companion. And this goes around the perimeter of this die cut very well. So you can see how thin it is. This makes it so easy. Now, if you don't have thin tape, another thing that I do is I just cut the tape to the size that I want. I'll grab like a thicker tape and I'll just do that. Oops, trim that off. I won't waste that tape. I'll put that right there. Yeah, I moved over just a little bit too much there. So I'll move the tape in. And I'll go along this side now. Yeah, I feel like this is the longest part, putting the foam on. Let's see. My dog is snoring behind me. I left the door open, which I usually do not do. But the cat was in the room, and I couldn't shut the door. There we go. And I'll just put another little piece right there. I'm using a lot of foam tape, but I just want to make sure it doesn't get pressed in the envelope too much. There we go. That's pretty good. I'm going to leave these as is. I'm not going to put foam on them, just because I want them to, be able to naturally curve. Like after they're die cut, they just kind of naturally curve. So I just want to leave it that way. So we'll double check to make sure that we're in the right orientation, which we are. I'll press that down really hard. Yep, so the foam tape part of this is taking up the most time. But I mean, really, this card's come together quick. It's 10:26 and we're almost done now. So I think that this would be a nice card to mass produce and give to someone as a set, so that they can use this, throughout the year for, cards for birthdays, or, thinking of you or whatever. This would be a nice gift. Oh, especially if you did like different colors too, like pinks and purples, and it just looked really nice. But like I said, I'm doing purple this time, just because of my bestie liking the purple. Okay. Oh, it's sticking to me. New. Okay. Tape doesn't want to come off very well. There we go. There you go. So now I'm just going to line this up here. So I gotta stand up. Oh, isn't that pretty? Just like that. That's just gorgeous. I love the way that looks. A little bit of tape sticking out there, but that's okay. I'm just pushing it in right now. I must have moved it. That's okay. It looks great. So now it's the sentiment. And even though this is her birthday card, I wanted to have a card that she could keep up for a while. And so on the front, I put down friends like you are everything. And then on the inside, I put down the celebrating you. So yeah, like you could put birthday outside here. You could put any sentiment you want. This is a great card for anything. And with this one, I want to do the friends like you're everything again because I just really like that. Now, these sentiments are from a set from Crafter's Companion that is called, what is that called? Beyond Happy. And I've used this set, I don't know how many times. You can see how dark all the stamps are. And yeah, I use this a lot. I keep a little package of some that are already run off. So that this way I can easily pop into this set and grab a sentiment and make a card. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm using the same sentiment, friends like you're everything, and I'm just going to pop this into the center of this card. And again, I'm using some foam tape here. Just pop this little piece here. Perfection. And I'm just going to pop this in just right there. It fits perfectly in this little bit of flowers dangling down. I really like that. So pretty. So again, you can just keep this like this. It looks gorgeous as is. But I wanted to put a little bit of bling on. And so I went with some PinkFresh bling. Where's my bag? Here we go. This one is called Dew Drops Iridescent. And wow, this is gorgeous. It's just a whole bunch of different colors. Like when you turn it, it's just really pretty. Pretty. It looks like raindrops with iridescent colors in it. I just love it. So I'm just going to place these around here. Put a big one there. Like there's different sizes in here, which is nice. And I just use my little pick here. I think I put that one there. And yeah, I just kind of put them wherever I want them to go. I think I'll put a little one somewhere. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Just like that. We're going to put 5 on. So I'm definitely going to make this card again, but in pink. I think you guys know how I like pink. And I'll use maybe their ballet slipper, or even go with the coral. I love that coral color that they have. That one's really pretty. But if you're making a wedding card, like let's say you have to make a wedding card for someone, you could just not use the stencil at all. You could just keep it gold. That's it. And just put a sentiment on the front, and like maybe put again, a folder, embossing folder or something behind this, and it would be a very elegant wedding card. Oh, isn't that pretty? Gosh, I'm so happy I bought this set. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So there you go. Yeah, the light in here is just not my friend today. Let me see if I can turn this on and it not be too. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so yeah, the lights just keep changing on me today. So yeah, it's too bright. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I can turn it. Yeah, it doesn't help out at all. But anyway, there's the card. Um, the light in here just does not do it justice, and I apologize for that. See if I turn it that way, if that helps out. I've got different lamps in here, so yeah. I think it's the shimmer off of the lamp or off of the foil that's doing it today, and the weird lights outside. But anyway, that's that. Isn't it pretty? So I made 2 of them. So I'll give one to my friend, and I'll just put the other one aside for another time. Or, like I said, I'll put it in a box and give to someone that they can use throughout the year. So, again, the product that I used was the floral tiles, the Blooming Arch Betterpress plate, and then the stamps are Beyond Happy. I used foil from Spellbinders, and my inks were Wisteria, Key Lime, Hydrangea, and Grassy Knoll. Now, if you like this card or if you like this video, make sure you hit that little like button. That really helps people find my little crafty area, and it also helps me know what you like as a crafter and what you like to see on my channel. And feel free to leave a comment, like if you like this card, or if you want me to try, for example, another PinkFresh card using this product or other PinkFresh product. I have a lot of it, so yeah, just tell me and I'll see if I can make that. But thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a happy crafty day. Bye.